Hey guys, I have recorded and re-recorded this video over and over. I do not know where I want to start, but I know I want everything to be facts and truth. I don't want conspiracy theories or any of those type of things. And the first thing that came to mind was the 911 call between Miss Teresa and that 911 operator. It was unsettling. It really felt like he was just nonchalant and just really didn't want to help, which is kind of a red flag for me. But we're not going to do the conspiracies. All right, we're going to start by seeing what is a police welfare check. When you think about the police, you probably visualize them driving around in their cars looking for someone who's speeding. This is one of their duties. They are also involved with many other activities. One of those activities includes performing welfare checks. What is a police welfare check? If you have a friend or loved one who lives alone, you may call on them periodically to talk and make sure that they are doing well. This is especially true if a person you're calling is elderly or disabled. If you do this on a regular basis and form a routine, you might not know what to do if that person stops answering your calls. In this type of situation, you can contact the police and have them perform a welfare check. This type of visit to your acquaintance will help determine if that person is doing okay. As an example, if you have an elderly uncle who doesn't answer your calls or knocks on his door, you may become worried. In this case, it would be prudent of you to call the police and have them perform a welfare check. Asking for a welfare check. If you have been trying to contact someone who fails to answer, you may want to have the police conduct a welfare check for you. To do this, you'll need to contact your local police department. If you think it's an emergency, dial 911 and speak with an operator. For non-emergencies, the police will have a contact number that you can call. It should be listed under the contact section of their website. Paying a visit to your acquaintance. If you reside in the area where the welfare check will take place, you can ask your local authorities if you can accompany them during their visit to your acquaintance. If you don't live in the area where you want a welfare check performed, you can still call the local authorities who have jurisdiction in that area and request that they check up on your friend, relative, or neighbor. Proceed with caution. It is important that you make sure that your acquaintance's behavior is out of character. It is a good idea for you or someone else to visit their home first before calling the police. However, that may be difficult if you live far away from the person that you are concerned about. When police perform a welfare check, they will usually knock and wait for your acquaintance to respond before attempting to enter their home. If they don't receive a response, it is legal for them to enter. This is especially useful in cases where a person may be unable to respond. The police can offer aid to your acquaintance if it is required. Is that it? All right. That's it. That's welfare check. Encyclopedia.com. Let's see. Can police do a hotels? That dreaded moment when a family member calls the hotel asking for a welfare check on a guest. Had a dad call and ask for the FLN because he couldn't get a hold of his son. So I called engineering and asked him to meet me at the proper tower. I run a big property but not quite big enough for daytime LP presence. Loss prevention, I guess. Engineering and I meet up and head to the room. I smell a faint odor. Knock, no answer. Knock, no answer. I smell a faint odor. Knock. Hotel management coming in. The latch is open. Thank God. Push the door open. Towel rolled up at the door. Feet on the bed. Guy sits up slowly. I notice a vaporizer on the bedstand and weed and edibles on the nightstand. Guest. What the fuck? Me. I knocked 3 times. Your dad wants to know you're okay. Want me to tell him you were sleeping and we'll call him back? F yes. You are aware of the hotel's no smoker policy, right? Yes. Do you want to pay the fine or should I ask your dad? Another successful welfare check. Okay, so God, thank God the person was okay. But the engineer and the management went in that room and did a welfare check when they were asked to do so. They didn't kick them out. They didn't have to call police. Didn't even have to ask for no cameras. They checked the room. Sorry for me being so quiet. All right. What we should do is, I just don't have that much money. But if I did, I would surely have a friend go stay at the Crown Plaza of Rosemont. And I would actually call for a welfare check and see how they would handle this situation. Because I don't want to just call random and check a random